New World gear sets are here and they are pretty amazing. Let's jump in here. Let's talk about the good, bad, and the ugly, how these things work, why I think they're so good, and some of the things I think are absolutely terrible about the gear sets. So let's take a look here. If we look at our inventory, just open up your inventory screen. You can look down here and see the gear sets are available. You can quickly create and swap gear sets for any activity. You click the little gear icon and the little shirt icon and it pops up your gear sets. So within your gear sets, you can mix and match your gear. So you take your gear out, and as you can see, once I take this gear out, I currently have it equipped. So if I drop it off of being equipped and put it in apparel, it goes into my inventory. So you see my weight here says 636. And then if we equip it, obviously our weight goes down because now it's equipped. It's not encumbering us in our inventory. But if we take it off again, put it here, and then put it in our gear set storage, the same thing happens. So we don't have it equipped, but it also is not encumbering us in our inventory. So gear sets also act as a separate inventory for gear, which is awfully nice. They don't clog up your inventory. All these items that I have over here are not listed over here because they are currently on a gear set, which means they are not taking up room within my inventory, which is amazing. You can see I have infused health potions here, and there are none in my inventory because they are all in the gear set, which means I am not encumbered by that amount because they are acting, because my gear sets is acting as a separate inventory, which is absolutely incredible. So now let's take a look at the functionality of the gear sets. You can rename the gear set to whatever you want to rename it to, and then you can import equipped items. So whenever you equip items on your bar, so for example, if I wanted to equip this green chest for whatever reason, then I wanted to change my gear set here, I just click this button. Are you sure you want to add all equipped gear or all equipped items to this gear set? You hit yes, and now that it becomes the new set, which is quite nice. You start off with 2 gear sets, which is dope. So we can just immediately switch between these two with a click of a button. You just simply select equip and it pops it on. Or we can go back to test 1 set. Select that, it pops it on with all of our gear. That's pretty great. Gear sets are looking very, very good, but I do want to talk about one humongous negative and kind of the elephant in the room that I think is pushing a lot of people's buttons, including mine. I don't like this at all, but it is what it is. You have to unlock additional gear sets via the store, which means you're going to have to purchase additional gear sets. Now, one of the saving graces is that the additional gear sets can be unlocked via the free track or the free season pass, but you have to work your way up to those. But to purchase any additional gear sets, you have to unlock them through the store, which means you have to pay for them to get them, which I think is pretty terrible because we only start with 2 gear sets. We all know there's a whole lot of ward sets in the game, so you already need a ton of different sets. So it would be nice if we at least started off with like 5 or 6 instead of 2. At least give us like 5 or 6 to start off with for free, because gear management in New World is atrocious, and now they're monetizing it. It's a way to monetize now. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions here, get too angry, because we don't know how much they're going to cost yet either. As long as they don't cost an astronomical amount, maybe it will be okay. But that's kind of the biggest qualm I have with gear sets currently. Although I am incredibly excited to have these in the game because they work great. Again, these are basically like a separate inventory. It is very easy to switch gear. It's literally a push of a button and you switch it out. One of the functionalities that I would love to see them add in the future, and they have talked about this before, is to add a button or a way for us to also have attributes and our abilities tied to the gear set. So for example, they could just use this blank space right here to have something that says like masteries or abilities or whatever. And then they could have one that says attributes. And then you click this and then it brings up the pop-up for your attributes or your abilities. You set your attributes and then that ties that to the gear set. That would be amazing. That way, whenever you push equip here, it automatically adjusts all of your attributes, your masteries, your gear set, all of the above. And I think that would be phenomenal. But all in all, gear sets to me are looking pretty good, and I'm super, super happy to have these in the game. I just wanted to give you guys an overview of the gear sets because this has been a highly anticipated feature. I'm super excited it's in the game. That's how gear sets work. A lot of people didn't know they worked as an additional inventory, but they do currently on the PTR. Again, all of this stuff is subject to change because it is on the PTR, but nonetheless, they're here, and I am very, very excited to have these in the game. But that'll do it for this one, boys and girls. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy New World or just enjoy New World content in general, please make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be posting a lot of it here on the channel. We have tons more content coming out, including things about the new balance pass that just happened, the new meta shift, some things that I think are gonna happen with the game moving forward, some items you might want to hang on to or try to sell. Lots of new videos coming out. This is a huge update coming into New World. I'm quite excited about it. It's going to shift up the meta quite a lot. There's a lot of crazy things happening in the game, so we have a lot of content coming your way. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. And that'll do it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.